can't believe that you're not alone. Happy as hell, ain't done moved on. Heard he's a banker down in Austin. I thought you always hated.
Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica, and today we are painting a piece of furniture. I've said this in a previous video, but I love to paint. I love art, I love anything crafty, I love like DIY, like do it yourself. Like I am that girl, I am that girl. I have not ever uploaded a YouTube video about me like painting a piece of furniture, but a lot of you who watch my videos, y'all follow me on my social media and y'all see that I do paint a lot of things. I paint a lot of like furniture and stuff, and I basically take something that looks hideous and I redo it and make it look very aesthetically pleasing, because we all know us basic girls love that aesthetic Pinterest farmhouse rustic vibe going on. So I've had a few people in the past like comment on some of the previous furniture I've painted and I've done, and like they ask me how I do it. I explain it to them, but you know, it's always easier to see somebody actually do it than it is somebody explaining to you how to do it. So I'm here to show y'all how I turn this into this. But before we move into my garage and I start painting and doing my thing, I'm gonna show y'all what I use. So I go to Lowe's to get all my supplies. Freaking love Lowe's. You can go to Home Depot. I love Home Depot too. Either or. I'm sure you can go other places, maybe, I don't know. But my supplies that I'm using for this video, everything's from Lowe's. So, just so you know. Basically, I'm just gonna show you the two things that I've got. The paint I use, which a lot of people have asked me before. This is my go-to, this is my #1. I always use this paint. Anything you see something white, I use this paint on this dresser. I use this paint on this dresser right here. This is like my favorite paint ever. So it's the Valspar, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's this one. It's the chalky finish paint, step 1, vintage chic for wood and metal furniture. And it says interior on the bottom. You wanna make sure it says interior, obviously, because anything you're painting that goes inside of your house is interior. Go to Lowe's, it's right there on the shelf. You can just grab it. It's not cheap. This little thing cost me $34. It's not very cheap, but I love it. It's my favorite. I mean, I'm sure you can use whatever you want, but you have to make sure that it is a chalk paint. So what I love about this one, it is already in there, good to go. And then the color I use, this is what it looks like. It's called Kids Gloves. So if you go to Lowe's and you get this paint, ask for the Kids Gloves. That's my favorite paint. They have a couple other choices you could choose from. And then last thing that you do have to use, if it is interior and it's like for your dresser or for your nightstand or coffee table or whatever the heck you're painting that's going inside of your house, this is the last thing you have to get. It is the sealing wax. So it's also a Valspar. Again, not super cheap, but it's my favorite. And I've tend to realize that when you are painting things, it is best to use products that are from the same manufacturer. So Valspar is my go-to. This is step 1, this is step 2, and then they do have a step 3, which is the antiquing wax. I haven't used it. I don't find it necessary. You can try it if you want. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know if it like makes a difference, but I haven't used it. I've never bought it. I just feel like the stuff by itself isn't cheap, so why spend more money that I don't need to be spending? So, but you are gonna need the sealing wax, because if you don't get the sealing wax, it's gonna like chip and it's gonna like leave rings. Yeah, just take it from my experience. You are gonna need this sealing wax. Anyway, I'm tired of talking. I'm sure y'all are tired of listening to me, so let's just get right on into this video. So let's get right on into supplies. You're gonna need some paintbrushes, you're gonna need some napkins, you're gonna need some kind of spray to spray down your table. I use the Method all-purpose spray, sandpaper, and the paint, as I also just talked about. The sealing wax, also I just talked about it. And you're gonna need some stain. I chose the color ebony, and these are all the supplies you'll need. So first things first, we're gonna spray down our table, and we're gonna just wipe this down of any dust and other stuff that may or may not be on it. Next, we're gonna sand down our table. Then wipe it back down, and then you're gonna unscrew the little knobs on your stand if you have any knobs, which I obviously do, so I'm gonna unscrew those. Then I'm gonna jump right into painting. So this is gonna take me 3 coats of paint. So the first coat, I just kind of rub it on there. I don't make sure it's perfect or anything like that. The second coat is the one that I like put a lot of paint on, make it look really good. And the third coat is a very thin layer just to make sure everything is even. So I skipped through me going around the whole table. So now I'm back at the front. I've painted the other 3 sides, and I saved the drawers for last. So I'm not gonna paint inside because obviously when you shut it, you don't see that brown stuff. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the other 3 sides to the drawers. So when I was painting the sides, I needed to tape the top part, and I didn't have painter's tape, so I used just regular packing tape. But I'm taking that off, and then I'm gonna rub down the table again from any of the tape residue. And then I'm gonna get right into staining. Like I said earlier, this stain is called ebony. I wanted one that kind of was similar to the table color already, and I'm just gonna fill in any of the cracks and holes and things like that. And this is just a close-up showing y'all that I got deep down inside these cracks to make them darker because they were super white before. So now we are going to sand. I just kind of randomly find little parts I like and just sand them down. Here's a close-up of kind of what I do around the whole thing. Now I'm just gonna put all the knobs back into the drawers. Last but not least, we are taking our sealing wax, and we are just gonna lightly put a coat on this all around the table. That's the end of my video. I hope you guys liked this. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. If you have any other questions, leave them for me down below and I'll answer those. And I will see you all in the next YouTube video. Bye!
I can't believe that you're not alone. Happy as hell, ain't done moved on. Heard he's a banker down in Austin. I thought you always hated it there. Well,